I've revealed your mom's secrets. I've revealed your dad's secrets. It's time to give our siblings a little bit of love. And hopefully not the kind of love that I anticipate you guys will be telling me about. Today I am revealing your brother's secrets and praying that there is, well, no incest, but I know that's unrealistic. So a light amount of incest, a sprinkle, a dash, and nothing more. Amen. I stole a pack of gum with my brother and we were so nervous we ate the whole thing and I still feel bad about it. Whew! Just a nice light start before we really get into it. There are other things you could have been putting in your mouth that would have been a lot worse. So, good work. Don't steal again. Let's move on. I made macaroni and cheese. It was gooey. It was cheesy. It smelled like heaven. But as I took it out of the microwave, my bastard of a brother smacked it out of my hands. The cheese and noodles were spread across the tile and it went on for miles. 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 That's impressive. It literally went through the walls of your home and just kept running down the street. I cleaned it up because I knew he wouldn't. As I was cleaning it, a tiny bug ran up to it. This puny creature would get to eat my macaroni, but I wouldn't? I saw red. I formulated a plan. I would take items from my brother's room every day and hide them. Just small enough to inconvenience him. The box to his charger, one of his left shoes. One day, I took a pencil. No biggie. He came home and not even 2 minutes passed of him going through the door did he notice it was missing. He tore that room apart looking for that pencil. He made a mess. Out of frustration, he yelled at my mom in the midst of his search and got his electronics away. For hours, he was distraught and I'm pretty sure he cried at one point. I was triumphant. I offered to help him find it, and within seconds I pulled it out of my pocket to tell him I had found it. He was so thankful. I don't know why that pencil was so motherfucking important, but he lost everything that day. He lost his dignity. He worshipped me. I was triumphant. Oh my god, this is art. You know why it's art? Because you made something so tiny and insignificant into an event that was monumental. That's good writing. That is good writing, and I am not your English teacher, but a lot of you guys tell me that I remind you of one. So I'm gonna give you an A+, and stop hiding your brother's stuff, okay? Just, it's not nice. So my freshman year of college, I was invited by my best guy friend to go to his fraternity's camp out / overnight party thing. Anyway, I ended up going drinking way too much and hooked up with one of his fraternity brothers. Alright, this is like brother adjacent, but whatever. I've hooked up with this guy before the camp out, so this part wasn't a huge deal. Since we were in BFE, we had to hook up in the back of his truck. I don't know what that means, but okay. We had been going at it for a while, and then someone started shining their light and banging on the window. The whole time we were hooking up, people were sitting on the tailgate of his truck, and they all got confused because it started rocking back and forth. But wait, it gets worse. I also was on my period and at some point removed my fucking tampon and put it in my shoe! Thankfully it was the end of it, so the tampon wasn't bloody, but still gross. Yeah, my dignity is gone. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, whenever we finished and got out of his truck, almost everyone at the camp out knew what was going on and gave a shit for it. To this day, anytime someone brings up camp out, everyone looks at me with the look or proceeds to describe the rocking truck. Oh man, you know what's a good solution? Is just like, don't fuck at events where other people are. Keep it between 2 and not a few or any more than that. And then it won't be a whole ordeal. And you won't have tampons in your shoes. Why is that so funny? I just have an image of a tampon in a shoe. It's so not right. It's so unsettling. Okay, so this might come off as a little gross to some people, but I'm basically dating my stepbrother. It's not like we really grew up together. Our parents got together when we were 13 and 14, and after about 3 years of having crushes on each other, we finally did the nasty at a family event. Doing the nasty has never been nastier. And we've been dating ever since, which is about 4 months. But the problem is that I'm constantly scared that my mom is gonna find out. I think his dad is in on us because he's been joking about hearing us whilst he's fucking my mom? I don't understand. Everyone in the family is fornicating at the same time, and he's like, when I'm fucking your mom, I hear you guys fucking. Why is he talking about fucking your mom? You! Oh, also, I cheated on my stepbrother 2 weeks ago and haven't told him. Kinda not planning to either. Oh my god, you know what would make your life easier if you were not messing with your stepbrother, then you could do stuff with other people and it wouldn't be cheating, cause and then you wouldn't be involved with your stepbrother and you shouldn't be involved with him in the first place. And what the fuck? Now I'm just thinking about you all doing it at the same time, and I don't like it. When my brother and I were kids, my dad would take us on trips to hardware stores like Lowe's and Home Depot. As kids, we got bored easily, so for fun, we would look under the shelves in the aisles and find all sorts of random nails, screws, nuts, bolts, and such. We collected them in our pockets and kept them as little souvenirs. My dad didn't realize that we found these goodies and took us back home with them still in our pockets. It wasn't until years later that I realized that these hardware pieces we have found actually cost money and that we were stealing. I still have some of the pieces in a little wooden box at my parents' house. Maybe one day I'll return them. Well, I'm glad that you guys didn't get caught and screwed. Good night. Thank you. I fucking hate my brother. And not just in like a sibling way, but like I genuinely wouldn't care if he died. He is a horrible person. Firstly, ever since we were young, he has been horrible to me about my weight, and now I'm 15 and really insecure about it. He always said stuff like, look how much thinner than I am. Secondly, he is horrible about my gender expression as I'm a trans guy, but I'm in the closet, so I'm pretty masculine, but he always puts me down for it. He always compares my strength to his. He works out a lot and I don't. So now I'm insecure about it. He always makes fun of me for things I can't change, and my parents always say that older brothers are just annoying and he loves me really deep down, but he is the cause of most of my insecurities, but I don't know how to help myself get away from him because he seriously affects my mental health, so I've tried to keep my distance from him, but it's kind of hard because we live in the same house. And quarantine. Any advice? Yes. I know he's your brother and you live with him, so that makes this a bit more challenging, but I have had people in my life before who constantly put me down and I let them. But now years later, I'm coming to realize that people who put you down or who put anyone down really just don't like themselves. Like, it's never really about you. If they're expending that much energy trying to make you feel bad, it's because they're trying to make you feel as badly as they feel about themselves, okay? So just think about that. It's easier said than done, but to know where something is coming from makes it a lot easier than just thinking like, oh, all this stuff's wrong with me and my brother's telling me. Like, no, it's not about you. It's about him. He sounds awful. Since we've been quarantined, I broke up with my boyfriend because I could never see him, and because he was fat, but no offense, he could crush me into smithereens if he wanted to. Anyways, I've gotten a lot closer with my sister, and she is a lot younger than me, and the other night I was trying to explain pubes to her. She wasn't understanding, so I dead-ass fucking pulled my whole ass pants down and showed her my kitty. She was so interested that it made me uncomfortable. You're the one who pulled out your kitty. You're the one that pulled out your kitty. And you're uncomfortable. I was talking to her about shaving and she also didn't understand, so I pulled out my motherfucking razor and shaved my coochie right before her virgin eyes. I cleared the razor in a cup of water, so there was just a bunch of pubes hanging in the water, and get this, my dumb ass left it there, and my littlest brother came in the next day and drank it. I want to die because my little brother consumed my pubes right before my eyes. Why did my instant reaction is like, that will give him superpowers. I don't know why, but like that is the first thing that came to my brain is like, that's gonna be good for him, actually. And I don't know what kind of superpowers, but pay very close attention to him, see what happens, and let me know. I am invested, keep me updated. I don't think this is a bad thing. I think this could be very, very good. When I was around 8 and my brother was 5, I scammed him. We had a small bag of coins in our room, and I'm British, so there were pennies and pounds. I did this by inventing a game called Money Swap, which was where I would give him a few pennies and I would make him give me a few pounds in return. I ended up 8 pounds richer and I'm still proud of it. That is the epitome, this story, of being an older sibling. Like, you gotta fuck with your siblings just a little bit. And I'm not happy about it. I'm the youngest, okay? I've dealt with a lot of fuckery. So it kind of makes me feel seen. This secret. I'm like, yes, I'm not the only one who was stripped of my money and my pride and my time. I'm just kidding. It sounds like my sisters like abused me. No, I just gave a lot of back rubs. It's good though. I am who I am because of it. Hey. So like, I'm hella allergic to peanuts, very close to deadly. And whenever I get in trouble, I'll eat one so my parents stop telling at me. I have a secret baggie on me that I make my brother smuggle in. So like the other week we had a small family gathering, and later I was caught jerking off my distant cousin. And so like I ate a peanut when my parents were yelling at me. I snuck eating it because my drunk auntie causes a fuss. This time I guess my allergies just wanted to flare and I almost died. Whilst I was passing out in the hospital, my brother told my parents everything. The whole eating peanuts on purpose. Short story short, I'm being kicked out on my 18th, which unfortunately is in the next 2 months. Why is the secret part of this entry that you eat peanuts in order to not get in trouble when you just like casually slid in that you were giving your cousin a hand job? Like, that's the secret, honey. That's the secret, honey. You said it like it was no big thing. Distant cousin, still your cousin. Distant equals still your cousin. You got that? It's gonna be on the next exam, so everybody write it down. So I haven't told this to anyone, but I lost my V card to my brother. I'm a girl. So I was 13 and he was 15. I saw him jerking off in his room low-key. I was kind of turned on by that, so he told me to go in, so I went in, and then, we did it. Then my other brother walked in on us doing it and was like, oh crap. Then he left the room, and now me and my brothers feel awkward being around each other. By the way, love your videos. So I want to ask you this. Was it worth it? Was it worth it to fuck your brother? To be fucked by your brother? Was it worth it? I don't think it's ever worth it. It baffles me how many other humans walk this planet Earth. You could walk outside and just find another one that does not share a mother and a father. It's like astounding. I mean, I guess it's accessibility, they are in the room next door. Pros and cons, I guess. Personally, I find more cons than pros, but to each their own. My brother poisoned our dog on St. Patrick's Day because he was mad that our parents were getting a divorce. He was 13 and I was 6. Now, 10 years later, I'm still 100% terrified of him. I don't think he knows that I know, but I think about it all the time. I will never forgive him because how the hell can you kill a dog? Literally psychopath behavior. Oh my god, I would be scared too. To have the capacity to kill an animal, specifically a dog, is very frightening. And it's like, your parents are getting a divorce. You want that little furry fuck to help you get through it. But nope, not him. He didn't need it, because he was a psycho. Well, I guess he's not a sociopath, because he was upset that your parents were getting a divorce. I don't really know I'm not a doctor, but I know your brother is not well, and that dog's dead. I know those two things. Me and my identical twin brother watch porn and jerk off together. It's not weird because we don't touch each other or anything. It's just more fun when we do it together. Huh. You say it's not weird, but I think it might be weird. Everybody, please leave a comment down below and let me know, is it weird? Is it weird to watch porn with someone if you're not touching, related, not touching? Weird or not weird? I vote weird. This person votes not weird, so we're at a 50-50 tie. Leave a comment down below. I don't know, I think that maybe I'm normal and right, but who the fuck knows at this point? There's so much incest that I don't even know what's real and what's related and what's not. I completely and honestly believe my brother is extremely attractive. He is my type. Of course, I would never even dream to do anything with him ever, but he is very attractive in my eyes, and I'd kill to have a boyfriend that looked like him. Those were kind of contradictive statements. I would never dream to do anything with him, but also he's really attractive, and I want a boyfriend that looks just like him. It's I low-key, high-key hate myself for it, but whatevs. We just look alike, so I like to tell myself I just find myself attractive, so I don't have to admit that I'm talking about him personally. apparently we tend to like people that look like ourselves. It brings some sort of familiarity and comfort, so it makes sense. I'm glad you're not acting on it. Can't say I understand, but I don't have a brother. So yeah, I don't know, maybe if I did have a brother, I'd want to fuck him. I don't know. Hey Alex! Hi girl! So I get really scared at night, so I started to sleep with a kitchen knife underneath my pillow at night. Anyway, I was sleeping and my brother walked into the room and I was really startled by his footsteps and maybe sort of, while half I was asleep, stabbled him while half I was asleep. Not gonna lie, I kinda liked it. The writing is just one thing, but I feel like I need to start giving away therapy sessions in these videos. Like maybe when you submit a secret, you can also give me your information. That's up to you, and I can pick the most fucked up secrets from each episode and give out free therapy sessions because a lot of you guys need it. Shout out to BetterHelp. This is not sponsored, but like if you want to figure that out together, I think we would be doing a great service to the world. Hey girl, so this is my biggest, darkest secret. And honestly, I can't believe that I'm telling people this. LMAO. Anyways, here's the setting. It's Easter 2019. I live in a small town in Canada, and each year my church was like a celebration where all of the families get together. Anyways, there's this really hot pastor, and he was new to my church. He was 24 at the time, and I was 16. He had moved here from British Columbia, and honestly, I don't know why he'd choose a shitty town over like Toronto or something. Anyways, like guy was your typical like tall, dark, and hot as shit. He also spoke with a little French accent as English was his second language. Okay, so now the backstory and shit is done. Let's get on with the story. Okay, so every Easter, each family has like a good deed they do. My family, more specifically my brother, dresses up as the Easter bunny for the little kids and stuff, but my bro was in prison that year, obviously couldn't do it. Oh yeah, okay, got that. Just a side note, not a big deal. So who got stuck wearing the musty ass, no deodorant ass, wearing ass brother costume? That's right, bitch. Me. Okay, so after the service, I get changed into my motherfucking bunny costume, and the only place that I could really get changed in was the little priest's house. I don't know. So I went in there, and who was there? That's right, the hot-ass pastor boy. By the way, this was my first interaction with him ever. Anyway, so I walked into the house, and I asked him, so do you have a bathroom I can get changed in? I had a costume in one of those bags in my hands, and he offered to take it and put it in the bathroom, so I waited, and he never came out. So I went to go see what was happening, and when I walked in, this man was full body naked. No, he was not packing, but still hot, though. Anyways, I was bored, so I thought, fuck it, and we started to kiss. One thing led to another, and you know, I said that French was his first language. Well, he was saying wee the entire time. Hashtag mood killer. Oh my god, that's so funny because wee means yes, but like shouting wee, it's just like, did he sound like an ambulance? Ah, that's so funny. Wee. Anyways, he finished and left the room without saying anything, so I got changed into the bunny costume and was about to leave when this motherfucking threw up all over the suit. So yeah, no Easter bunny that year. What a time to ruin Easter and lose your virginity. After the day was over, I was doing my schoolwork like a good girl. I don't like the use of good girl after all of that. And in the middle of chem, I felt extremely sick, so I went to the bathroom and threw the fuck up. Anyways, I went home. This happened for a few days, and then I realized, bitch, you're pregnant. I was late. Anyways, I took a test. Surprise, surprise, 'twas positive. Anyways, I went back to the church to tell him that the Easter bunny was pregnant with baby Jesus version 2, and surprise, surprise, that motherfucker got arrested for possession of cocaine. This is all over the place. And why was your brother in jail? Safe to say, I'm hashtag thankful for abortions. That was wild. I'm not really sure what to make of it, but I will never unknow that if I were to engage with a French person, they would sound like an ambulance. And that's just weird. I walked in on my cousin fucking a mannequin in the ass. This bitch really cut out a hole. He didn't see me and he started to moan right after I left. He kept screaming louder and louder, so I went outside and told my aunt he needed her. Let's just say his brother's birthday dinner was very awkward. My little cousin brought it up because he heard the adults talking about it, and now my older cousins called him fucker mannequin ass boy. I feel like we could come up with a more creative insult than fucker mannequin ass boy. How about I guess I can't insult if I've got nothing better. Can you guys let me know if you can come up with a better insult? Please, leave a comment down below. What's the best insult you can come up with? Go ahead and bully him. Just go and comment down there below and bully him, okay? Everybody just be really mean right down below. My brother thinks I have a piss kink because of the jokes I make. I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild guess that you probably actually just do have a piss kink. if you're talking about it so much. And speaking of a piss kink, I gotta go.